Saka, three big hitters up front. What does that say about what's going through his mind? Is he feeling for a solution and combinations in a way?
Well, yeah, obviously. But what I would say on that, Mark, is when we're watching that game and seeing how that game was progressing, and like Gary rightly said, we seem to have a problem progressing the ball in the opposing half, then you have to start looking at, well, how can we stretch them? You know, we saw Ollie Watkins come on and, you know, he made a great chance for himself. Can we then get people on the ball who are comfortable? So, like a Cole Palmer. We got Eze on, you know what I mean? It still kind of wasn't working out properly for him because he's coming on into a really intense situation. But you want to get players on who are comfortable. You want to get a player on who's going to stretch them to then make space for whether it's Foden, whether it's Cole Palmer, whether it's Foden, Cole Palmer and Bellingham. You need to do that. Gareth maybe at half time should be saying, I'm going to give these lot 10 more minutes. I'm going to give them 10 more minutes and then I'm going to change that and then bring some other players on. Give them a chance.
Roy, England have got into tournaments before when Gary was playing or was coaching with Roy Hodgson, where England fans are hoping. They're hoping they have a good run, it might happen. There's a different expectation because of how good the attacking players are. There's a lot of them expecting. That's why these questions are being asked.
There's probably always demands when you're playing for England, but yeah, the expectations got up for the last few years because of the progress they made.
And it's right to have gone up,
isn't it? Of course, and that's fine. That's a nice pressure. Obviously, people think highly of you, especially the players they have, that they expect England certainly to top this group, but to try and win the tournament. So when they're getting criticised, it's because a couple of performances, especially when they've gone a goal in front. The word coming out of the England camp the last few months is courage and bravery, but we're not really seeing it. The sign of courage for a footballer is wanting the ball when you don't want it and have options when you're getting it. And we've not seen that in these two games. We're seeing players getting it. And there's nothing wrong with being nervous, but you want your mates to show you. And I mean show you. You want to see their eyes when you've got to go, listen, I need to get that into you.
So they're playing safely, conservatively.
A little bit. There's something amiss. The groups, and obviously we're talking about the balance. People go back with Trippier and obviously Trent in midfield. There's something looks amiss. And you're looking at your star player today, Bellingham. He's going down every time he's touched. He's waving his arm. So look, this is a big test for Garrett. It's a big test, a big challenge because it looks like he's overthinking things. He's made the substitutions, which I admire. Got a bit of bravery there after the Euro or whatever, making the 3 changes. But there's something amiss with this group.
What will the next few days be like? Because you know exactly what's going on at home, having played, as I said, and coached as well. You know what the atmosphere is like and what everyone is saying.
Yeah, and he's going to be put through the mill in the next few days because the reason that we're being critical is because of the standards that Gareth and this team have set and the fact we do expect them to win it. But it's the first time that I've felt that Gareth is slightly conflicted with this embarrassment of riches. The first time we're asking questions, how do you get Trent? How do you get Bellingham? How do you get Foden? How do you get Palmer into this team? And this embarrassment of riches is causing him more of a problem than giving him, if you like, the answer. And that shouldn't be the case. I think he somehow has to look really close in this next 24 hours. Maybe give the team maybe let the players have a conversation with themselves as well. Because actually, over the last few years, we've talked about their spirit, their accountability, and it being different than England teams gone by. They're not playing particularly well, some of them, so they need to sort themselves out. But from Gareth's point of view, he needs to get on that training ground in a couple of days' time and give them the answer to what they need moving forward. Because something has to change here. This ends badly, the way in which it's going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we will discuss it all on Tuesday, 6:45. We're going to bring you the third group game live here on ITV. Right, time to start the build-up to our live game then. Spain and Italy meeting in a repeat of the European Championships.